Alright, welcome back to the channel, everybody. This one's gonna be a special one. We're making our Cup debut, filling in for Ty Dillon in the 13 Geico car. So getting to drive the Geico car at the Geico 500, that'll be pretty cool. But yeah, just trying to enjoy this race a little bit. You know, right here at the very start, we're starting in the back because I still can't qualify for nothing on super speedways, but you know, same goals how it was in the Xfinity race that we just finished 6 in. You know, stay in it right at the start, don't lose the draft early, and then you can kind of make your moves up through the field there. And we'll have a little bit more laps to do some stuff here in Cup, so we'll see how it all plays out here. But it's actually pretty cool getting to race the Geico car. I liked when the team started and Casey Mears kind of made it a pretty solid, you know, top 20, top 25 type of car, you know, from start to then. We got to see it in person at Daytona in like 2014 or so, at least one of the show cars and stuff, so I always had a soft spot for them because they gave us a bunch of free merch at the car that year, so, and that was my first ever NASCAR race in person, so a nice little memorable moment there. The only other one I remember that distinctly being funny was Ricky Stenhouse a few years later. We got to see his car right after the split with Danica Patrick when she started dating Aaron Rodgers, and I wore my Rodgers jersey, you know, because Packer fan. And I was getting a whole bunch of grief from their sponsorship people. Be like, really, bro? Oop. Didn't really mean to leave Reddick there, but that's what happened. Let's see if I can help him out here again. Got a little bump from 19 right then. Alright. Yeah, first couple of laps, you know, we've made up a few positions here. Hopefully we can hook up with Reddick here and start blasting to the front. Outside of Bubba, he's my other favorite driver in the series right now. Started following him more so when he joined that 8 car in Richard Childress Racing. I always forget it was Caterpillar though, I always think of the Cheddar's car. But yeah, he had one of the funniest exits from RCR. The timing, you know, couldn't have been any worse. Message at the end there, so. It seems like a cool dude. Yeah, right now, I started my car a little bit loose in this race, so trying to get a feel for it, because I was running more of a tighter setup during practice session, so still getting adjusted to that. Haven't ran this setup at all yet. Just didn't feel like I had the speed when I was a little bit tighter on the setup, so. Yeah, I'm still trying to stay more so to the bottom. Lost Tyler in the shuffle there. Sorry, bud. Getting a little bump from the 34 here with Michael McDowell. So we've slowly slid up into the top 25 now. Trying to help push Jimmy Johnson, Mr. 7-time over here. Immediately abandoned him. In my brain, I'm going Alex Bowman, but yeah, I still have the 2020 paint schemes and stuff. So, like, there goes our man Ross Chastain. We will always find each other on these races. Been pushing Truck Series, then Xfinity Series now, and for this race at least, for the Cup Series, so it'd be kind of cool. I never actually tested this to see with him now, but yeah, we have the friends and rivals and all that, you know, to deal with. I don't know if that carries over series by series or if it's separate for each series on this game. Either way, not in the future game with NASCAR 25 and stuff like that. And any future NASCAR games after. I hope it kind of just carries over as a full meter. It'd be kind of weird to be all happy to see somebody in Cup, but then pissed off at them in Truck or something like that. Pretty good lap there. So we've cracked into the top 20 early on. Gonna have pit stops here relatively soon. Let me turn on the ticker here a little bit, but I can see Bubba Wallace over here back in his 43 car days. Hopefully we'll find a way to pair up later on in the race. Yeah, Bubba in the 43 was pretty awesome. So when I first started watching NASCAR, even prior to NASCAR, I always knew of the 43 car because of Richard Petty. When I was like 3 or 4, like real young, somebody saw me at like a Kmart, or not Kmart, a cash and carry, and they were asking my mom and them if I was a big fan of NASCAR, and she was like, well, we don't really watch racing and stuff, but he might be interested in it. And he's starting to look at cars and stuff like that when we were in grocery shopping and stuff. And the dude gave me a little like 124 diecast of the 43 car of Richard Petty, and I had that forever. Between him and eventually one of the Bill Elliott, McDonald's scheme cars. A couple cars went to pit road there, but not enough for me to also go. But yeah, so I mean, when I first started watching NASCAR, Rich Petty wasn't racing anymore, but he was still part of the team and stuff like that. So gravitated toward the 43 car. I was a John Andretti fan right at the start, along with try to be a fan of his teammates. So I was kind of rooting for Kyle Petty and Buckshot Jones and stuff like that. And then obviously, like, my first race ever watching NASCAR in full was the 01 Daytona 500. So big race for the history of the sport there, obviously, with Senior. But then I started gravitating to Dale Jr. after that, and Dale Earnhardt Incorporated, and even Harvick to an extent. Alright, let's see if we can get this slowed down. We're going to make our pit stop. Alright, we did it. Pretty good pit stop right there. Tires are okay right now. I'll probably just do right sides for this stop, as my car is slamming into Chase Elliott right there. But we'll see how we come out here. At least get a little bit of a test run to see how this car is going to run on 2 tires. Maybe that'll be helpful later on in the race. But yeah, so anyways, to finish up with the 43 and stuff, I always had a soft spot for the 43, even though I became a Dale Jr. fan and was rooting for Dale Earnhardt Incorporated and stuff. So to see Bubba Wallace when he was coming up through the ranks, I kind of knew by like 2017 that he was going to end up being my like favorite driver after Dale Jr. retired and stuff like that. Just had been noticing him more and more, and was rooting for him to move up. So to see him end up in the ride that, was the first ride I ever knew of with NASCAR and stuff was pretty awesome. Wish he had a little bit more success in the 43, but, at the very least, he drove for it. And I can get some 43 merch, because I have a couple of tiny little cars over here that I've raced with. Or, like, when I use for when I'm racing and stuff. You know what I mean? They're displayed while I'm doing the racing. Alright. Kind of got in an awkward position here of... Oh, we got in the top 6. Didn't have anybody to go with me on that, so... Catching everybody as they're coming off pit road, so... I think the 2-tire strategy worked out pretty well here. We're up to 4th place right now. I'd like to catch somebody in the draft here. Ryan Newman's got a huge gap on the field. I guess he's pitting now, because it just stopped. So, right in front of us is the battle for the lead here in this stage. Let's see if we can catch. Looks like Blaney and Boyer. So, shout out Clint Boyer. Blaney's like probably my 3rd favorite driver in the series, by the way. Alright, let's see if we can hold off some of the charge here. Got the Intimidator, Timmy Hill over here. I was looking at that charge coming up so much, I missed the damn lap count on the side. Surprised the 12 car didn't try to come down the track and catch the drafts, because we're going to probably pass them on the inside here.
Outside. Clear all around.
Yep. Alright, so we're catching up to Clint Boyer in the 14 here, as I try to hold back a massive sneeze right now. Alright, we got 2 to go. First stage and Cup. See if we can get a stage win to start this thing off. At the very least, I'm happy with how my car's doing. Also kind of funny that I'm battling the 14 car for Stuart Haas when Tony was my rival to start off this series. Yeah, right now I'm hoping that Eric Jones over here goes with me. We got Ford, Chevy, and Toyota 1, 2, 3, which, side note, the fact that I'm actually racing for Chevy for my Cup debut, even though I'm a Toyota driver in both truck and Xfinity, is kind of wild. You would have thought they would have locked that up to mainly be like with your own brand or something like that, but I ain't gonna complain. Alright. See if we can set up something here for the final turn and stuff. Coming down the back stretch at Talladega. Alright. Don't know if I'm gonna get there. He held on to the bottom pretty well there, so... You know what? Top 5 in the first stage in Cup. I will take that all day, every day. I'm pretty pleased with that, so... I assume we're gonna end up pitting here. Gonna double check and make sure everybody's pitting, so... this time, you know, tires are all kind of equal. I'm gonna get a fresh set of 4 and fuel up, and we'll get ready for stage number 2. Alright, well, kind of held on to second place there, so we are going to see what we got on this restart. See if we can lead a lap at Talladega now. The one thing I'm worried about is restarts have typically not been kind to me on super speedways, and the fact that I'm also starting on the outside is not ideal for me. I'd rather be on the inside lane, but see if I can clear Boyer here and get down low real fast. And if I can't, we'll figure it out from there.
Still there. Bottom 3.
Alright, we made it. So, let's see if we can lead our first lap in the Cup Series here or not. I'm going to try to hold everybody back. If they pass me after, so be it. I just want to be able to say I led a lap in my first Cup race. Yeah, we're going to do it. So let's go. Also, it makes me feel a little bit better about the restarts. The fact I was able to maintain the lead at the front there, so. The initial start at the back was not ideal, but if the young Ryan Blaney here can push me back up front, keep Brennan gone from leading the lap here. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see, when it comes time for Season 4 on this series, which Cup offers I'll get. Assuming I'm going to get a top 35 here. Don't want to assume that just because could always have the big one, but you know what I mean. Hopefully I get a solid team here. Or maybe I'll start my own, we'll see.
Outside.
Did we return the favor to Blaney for giving me the push set to start there?
Don't move. Stay high. All clear.
Not what I wanted to do there.
Your line. Got one inside.
Didn't scrub too much time off, but definitely got to prevent myself from doing that later on. And I absolutely lost my car, but caught it right there at the end. So, yeah, ideally I'm going to stay at the bottom. I struggled too damn bad to really do anything else there. Also, absolutely forgot Matt Kenseth drove the 42. Till right at that moment, just I had him as the 17, even the 6 a little bit, but
3 wide middle.
oh my god, this is not ideal. This is not ideal.
Car there on the inside.
I don't know who that was wrecking, but it sucks to be you right now.
Still there.
Alright, well, we salvaged it. Fell out of the top 10, which sucks, but
Got one inside.
I am so loose right this second. See if we can regroup and make it to the pit stop here for stage 2 and see how this rides out the last few laps before pit stops.
Careful. Still there.
Maybe it's just from being up, you know, high compared to where I have been and I just suck up there, or
Car outside. Hold your line.
alright. It seems to be okay now. Just,
You got room. You're clear.
I got squirrely and wasn't ideal.
All the way to the wall. Stay low. That was a great lap.
Trying to see who that is up in the lead. You can see Timmy Hill and Justin Haley, who you would never really expect to see in the top 2 of the race, and Chad Fincham. So that was who I was trying to picture in that 49 earlier when I was trash talking him, I think, in stage 1. Maybe I didn't trash talk him, I might have just trash talked my own mind. Seeing the 49 though does, I think I said the exact same thing to Xfinity now, trying to remember because days are blurring together, but I wish I had the rookie stripes for this race since it's my first racing cup.
Hard from the outside. Outside.
Alright, 24 is giving me a big push here. See if we can do something with it. Good God, I feel like a rocket all of a sudden.
All clear.
Oh, I was going to try to pass inside, but I felt like I was running out of momentum, so we'll see if we can get inside on Haley here. Yeah, cleared me just enough. Stay with him for a moment. Should be pitting here relatively soon. Yeah, I got 3 laps, so probably be maybe not next time by, but at least within the next 2 laps we'll have our next set of pit stops, so I'll glance at tires here real fast again. And you can see it's right sides that are wearing out, so I'll do like before. That seemed to work out pretty well. Just take the 2 tires and try to get to the end of the stage. Just gotta be cautious with entering on pit road. Don't botch the stop.
Got one down low now.
24 to pit road. Yeah, main concern was at least having the support and the draft whenever I pitted, so I wasn't prepared for cars to be pitting right that second, but I figured it'd be coming this lap. So yeah, I'll be pitting this time by here. See if the 41 can keep push going as we get down there. Yeah.
Got one inside. Clear high.
This is gonna get squirrely here.
Inside. Clear low, bud. Hold your line. Got one outside. Slow down. You're almost out of gas.
Dude, don't wreck me. Ain't that a pain in the butt? That just cancel out my pit stop? What the hell? It did. That's some BS. Oh, I just got robbed. Alright, well now the goal is to freaking get to pit road, try not to get lapped here. I guess I'll get the free pass either way at the end of the stage, but damn. Alright, 16 stopping now. That sucks.
You're almost out of gas. Drop your speed, driver.
Alright. Oh, we made it, finally. I thought Blaney was going to end up hitting me there. Do right sides again just to see if I can time up everybody here, but damn. I also love how I can speed down pit road, you know, after all of that. Alright, did we stay on the lead lap?
You're clear on pit road. 2 to go.
We're about 13 seconds back from everybody, and I can see them coming into, you know, the turns 3 and 4 right now, so it looks like we're going to stay on the lead lap, but I think we're going to end up dead last on this stage, so, yeah, what an unfortunate series of events there. At least it happened in stage 2, where we have time to make it up in stage 3 instead of right at the end of the race. Yeah, now it's just kind of riding along here to the end of the stage. Surprised there hasn't been any wrecks or mechanical failures or anything like that, but... Alright. We have held off getting lapped, at least after all that. But again, 40th place in this stage after the incident on pit road, so...
No point at that stage, but plenty of racing left.
Yes, sir. Alright. Yeah, we'll pit like everybody else. You know, looks like we got 19 to go. So we'll do definitely 1, maybe 2, depending on how many cautions drop, but we'll get four tires and we'll go from there. Alright, well, good thing here is, yeah, we're starting 39th right now, but started the race like that too. We finished that first stage in 2nd place. So we have 5 extra laps. I think it's 5 extra laps, you know, this stage compared to stage 1 too, so maybe we could actually make the pass for a win this time. Oh nope, never mind, we're down to 15 to go. I thought we were at 19. Forgot to count the caution laps, I guess. So about the same amount of time. Should have 1 more pit stop to go. At least for fuel purposes and stuff like that, so...
Still there.
Hopefully we don't get spun out on that one.
You're clear.
I feel good with this car. You know, the goal was only to get a top 35 here for this hot seat opportunity, so... you know, I feel pretty comfortable that we'll be able to do that right now. So that's no matter what, that's always positive. But obviously I'd like to do a little bit better than that. I thought we were about to have the big one with how everybody checked up right there. Yeah, this was just a focus on trying to get as far up front as possible again, and, you know, maybe we can have an exciting ending. So far I've already gathered again. You know, I'm better on the bottom of the track compared to the top. You know, pit stops, I feel like I've done pretty well with, you know, getting down the speed and stuff. You know, not costing myself there, just gotta do it at least one more time. And then, yeah, just be patient, take the opportunity, and if a wreck does happen, try to avoid the hell out of it.
Still there. 3 wide. Clear down low.
Hello there, Corey LaJoy.
Car high. Careful. Car there on your outside.
Yep, got freight train there.
Car outside. Hold your line.
Gonna squeeze right in there.
Clear all around.
Yeah, right now we're sitting at 34th.
Car on the outside now.
Let's see if I can kind of work here with the 19 a little bit and push our way up a little bit more. It is comforting to see some bigger names like Chase Elliott and them back here with me.
Still there. Stay low. Stay low.
And right now I'm so focused on trying to stay on the inside, make a run here and stuff like that, so we're moving a little bit.
Stay on the bottom. Clear all around.
See Bubba over there. Bubba apparently likes to ride the top side on this this track, so I haven't had a chance to really work with him too much. He'll come down a little bit. I think we can make a big push.
Careful. Still there. All right. You're clear.
Alright, screw it, we're doing it. Ah, maybe not.
Car low now.
I thought I was gonna lose it just trying to get up to him. Usually, at least on the Xfinity side, as much as I like riding the lower end, I did okay in the middle. But if he pushes me up top, we ain't gonna do too well.
Still there. Got a car low now. Careful. Still there.
Getting pretty fast right now, so...
Careful. Still
Ah! Just stuck with me, Bubba.
all
No.
clear.
We'll crack the top 30 right now. Been a little bit harder this backstage move up compared to stage 1. But we're gonna...
Last 10 laps. You gotta focus. Hard from the outside.
What a save!
Careful.
Didn't really
Still
mean
there.
to get the 14 that squirrely there, but... I'm gonna make Clinton an enemy for me, I guess, going forward here.
Stay low.
Alright, now we're starting to make our moves a little bit.
Stay low. Stay low.
Sitting in 22nd. Gonna get past 7 time again. Alright, so just like that, we're back into the top 20. Another benefit of being down low here is if the big one does start happening, I can just try to rip my way through the grass. Hopefully this doesn't have the
Still there.
real life like splitter issues where it freaking tears your car up like a lawnmower.
Got a car low now.
Alright, pushing Denny. Found my watermelon man again. Melon man.
Careful. Still there.
I can't imagine. I said this in the Xfinity race too. I still can't imagine driving this fast and this type of, you know, pack racing and stuff.
Careful. Still
I'm over here worried about every little bobble with my controller and stuff. They're doing it in real life, and knowing that a wreck happens might hurt. Alright, we got 8 to go right now. Should be coming up on
Stay on the bottom.
pit stops here shortly.
Careful, still there.
I got 3 laps, so you might see some cars actually come to pit road this lap. If that's the case, I might follow.
Still there. These cars pitting.
Yep, there it goes.
That car in front of you is coming to the pit.
Alright, let's do this.
Car on the outside now. Back it down, back it down.
Alright, we made it. No issues. Left sides are still pretty good, so to save a little bit of time, I'm going to do 2 tires again. It's been working so far, so we should have enough fuel to make it through the scheduled distance here at the end, so this will be our last pit stop unless there's a late caution we decide to pit. We made a good stop, guys. Alright, looks like I'm not alone on the 2-tire strategy with who popped out in front of me.
Hammer down.
So we're sitting at 32nd right now, 7 to go. 18 is flying through, doesn't look like they're pitting. We may briefly end up a lap down or so as they're coming through, but we'll get it right back on their pit stop. Shout out to the 00.
Hold your line. Got one inside.
Hopefully he can pass me here and I'll give him that push going down the backstretch. There goes Daniel Suarez. Alright, so gotta work together to stay on the lead lap here. We're gonna pass all these cars coming off pit road right now.
Clear down low.
That sucks for a 00. I don't know what the heck happened there. I didn't really give him any space though, so I mean, it's probably on me. Alright, we're going past the 62 here.
Clear high, clear high.
Right now we're sitting in 16th. I don't know who the hell the 73 is. I don't know if that's a esport car or whatever, because I think I've seen the esport cars in the main menu. I don't remember a 73 in Cup during 2020. Well. Alright, let's see. He's pitting this time. My tires are mostly good. I'm going to stay out. Let's see how this goes here. Moved up 4 spots, so we're in 12th.
We're going green. Be ready here. Green's out, let's go.
I don't even know how many laps yet. Alright, final 2 laps of our Cup debut, so
Careful, still there.
hopefully we continue to have a good start here. Trying to push, the Cottonelle car in front of me.
Got one down low now. All clear.
Alright, finally got to the bottom, that's where I want to be. Getting up to speed pretty quickly.
Stay on the bottom here.
At the very least, it'd be cool to get a top 10 for the Cup debut, so that's the goal now. Get a top 10. If we get more than that, dope.
Still there.
Is that Bubba up in the lead?
White flag is in the air.
Alright, white flag out.
Still there.
We're sitting in 8th right now, so pretty good run right now.
Careful, still there.
See if we can do any more.
All right, you're clear.
Nobody's going with me.
Got one up top. All clear.
Just kind of put the 62 a little bit out of the way. I don't want to push the 40 or push anybody in front of the 43. Bubble Wallace, after winning the Brickyard 400 in real life, is going to win at Talladega in this race too. So we got a top 5. So that's a hell of a cup debut for me. I will take that all day, every day. Oh man, that was awesome. All right, yeah. So here's your finishing order from our cup debut. Again, Bubba Wallace in real life just won the Brickyard 400 on this race, though. Also gets the job done in the 43. Busher, who had been pushing me most of the race, finishes second. You know, Harvick, me, and Eric Jones are rounding out the top 5. We'll just kind of keep going down here. And Tyler Reddick got the 13th place spot. Was kind of who I was looking for there. Went back to look at a couple of the replays, why there was a certain cautions, and it seemed like that group with Logano and Hamlin, and, or not Hamlin, Elliott and Newman and them just kind of started beating and banging on each other when cars were coming out of pit roads. So that's what drew the cautions, but yeah, it is what it is. And then Clint Boyer, who won stage 1, ended up all the way down and dead last, but seems like everybody finished here, so yeah, that's a job well done, I guess. But hey, our first time getting points. And we got the fastest lap of the race, so yeah, overall I'm pumped about that. You know, hopefully we get another couple cracks here in the Cup Series for hot seat races, but we'll be moving back to the Xfinity Series for the next race, so I will catch y'all then.